So, how does one or does all start a world revolution? Because it sounds very fantastical and very bit cliche to say the least. To say like, we need a revolution, because it's like everyone wants that revolution. Like everyone is just yearning for that big change. Like when is it finally all gonna change out of this corrupt system? It's like everyone wants it, right? But it seems like no one's doing anything. So how do we make this happen? Is it possible? Is it too late? How are we gonna do this? Well, one word: resonance. Resonance is what it takes. For example, if you take two minds and put them together and get them on the same page, get them working towards the same one purpose, then you are doubling the power of those individuals by twice as much. If you get four people, then you're multiplying that power by like 8 times as much. If you get 8 people, you're multiplying that power like 16-fold. So it goes on and on. So it's about putting the like minds of all of us together towards the one purpose of a better way of life. And if we just keep that foundation and then feed the fire, then it'll just keep spreading and spreading and spreading and spreading. And we have to actually get like passionate about it. Like we can't just like do it casually. Like it just can't be some like wishful thinking of like, oh yeah, I really want a better way of life. I hate my job. Like I don't like the way things are. Like everything is just seems very toxic and like low level, and I just don't desire this anymore. I'm feeling a calling towards something greater. And we have to hold that. It can't just be like an idea, because it's been an idea for too long and no one's done anything about it. Well, I'm sure there's I know that it is happening, because it's natural. Like it has to happen. Like it already is happening. There's stuff in place that is already like propagating this change, but at the same time, like we have to all like understand that this is an all of us thing. This is an all of us thing, and we have to get beyond this mindset of like us versus them. Like it's us versus the government. Like the only answer is to overthrow the government. Like it's not true. Like I'm not trying to like assemble people to overthrow the government. I don't believe that we should meet violence with violence. If other people do that, and eventually like start like storming the White House and like overtaking the government, I don't want to have a part in that. Well, no. I went to some riots in my city, and it was a little fun. It was a little bit fun. I'm not even gonna lie, but I already like saw enough of that. I already saw enough screaming and shouting and people getting tear gas and banging on the doors, and it's like I already saw what that is. So like I don't desire to partake in that anymore, because that's low level. That's violence. I only want to aid in the birth of a new world, of a society where we are all living amongst each other's in loving service for each other, and in consideration for each other, rather than this delusion of might over right instead of right over might. And the dominating ways of society have been might over right for far too long now. So the time has now come where we are attempting to reverse these destructive ways of thinking and living, and we're trying to reverse it into something better. So that was kind of a little yap sesh there, but to sum it up, I don't want to make this video too long. To sum it up, you start a world revolution by getting everyone on the same page towards the same world purpose and holding it long enough to where you're able to all put it into action and then put it out there, so that it creates a ripple effect and travels around the whole entire world, circles around, resonates back, multiplies again, use that multiplied power, sends it back out, and then the cycle continues on. You see how it works? It's a resonance effect. If one person has an idea, they spread that idea to the other person. The other person syncs up with that idea. They grab it. They realize the substance of that idea, and you both work together towards the same goal. Then your power is multiplied. Guys, it's so simple. It's so simple. And the code is creating our own groups. Well, it's kind of difficult to like format it, because we're creating our own groups, but then all the groups are coming together to form the one group that is for the one world purpose. And if people want to join towards this one world purpose of love, then they do. If people want to stay in the low level vibration, then they can. Then that's their choice. But eventually it'll be like so good to where it's like, why wouldn't you come join us? I think I do think that there's going to be like a split, and it's going to be the people that are trying to like rebuild the new old world, and we're basically like, I don't want to get too much into that side of it, but essentially we are creating a community of like-minded individuals, but it's not like a secularized community. It's not like a super like specific community, but it's one community that has many parts, but all the parts fit into the whole, but it's all the same thing. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. So it's going to be online groups and offline groups. So the one I'm creating is going to be just kind of like for kind of just getting the ball rolling. And then the idea is that you create your own group in your own city, and you all meet up and start doing this stuff and start discussing and start like, doing all the cool stuff. Like, it'll be more in depth in the Discord. Sorry, I just heard a noise out there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's very simple. The hard part is getting everyone on the same page. But the fundamental basis of it is very, very simple. We just gotta do it. And it's important to state very clearly that there's no other way. Like, there's no other way. Like, we can't just stay still and just watch the world burn. Like, it can't happen. The ways of killing and greed, like, it's gotta stop. Like, it's gotta stop. So that's kind of what I am dedicating my life towards, is assembling this army, if you will, or this alliance towards the purpose of a better way of life. It's that simple. Because I think we're all sick of it. We're all sick of it, and we're all ready for something new. And this is that something new. So if this resonates with you, if you're still watching, then that's a great sign, because that means you're probably in it to win it. So stick with the community, with the squad, the Discord. Start your own group in your city. I'm gonna like explain kind of how to do that, or at least suggest how to do it, but you can kind of put your own kind of swing on it. But anyways, I think that's pretty much all I have to say. All right. I hope you guys have a great night. Bye.